アーティスト、
いらっしゃい。さあ、2回目。
今日も2回目ですね。
2回目、ありがとうです。
はい。
で、今日はゲストが2人もいます。ダブルゲストです。
ダブルゲストです。Watch out。ダブルゲスト。まず最初のゲストです。トロイ・ブロンキさんです。どうぞ。
ようこそ。ロイさん、ようこそ。
Welcome.
Meet you. And that was not your sound.
So here, Troy is here. He is a beginner Shakuhachi player.
Welcome, Shakuhachi. いいですね。
はじめまして。私はトロイ・ブランキーです。どうぞよろしく。
トロイさん、いらっしゃいませ。
いらっしゃい。それから。
And my guest is also Shakuhachi player, Shakuhachi 愛好家 I would call him. He loves Shakuhachi and Hata Satoshi さんです。
Great. Oh, I'm excited.
Let's welcome Hata 先生。いらっしゃい。
いらっしゃい。
はい、私は畑聡と申します。よろしくお願いいたします。今、日本の千葉県千葉市に住んでいます。千葉というのは、成田インターナショナルエアポート、東京インターナショナルエアポート、それから東京ディズニーランド、これは千葉県にあります。
はい。
だから、私のいるところはちょうど成田エアポートと東京のダウンタウンの真ん中にあります。とても便利なところです。
便利なところ。前回と同じように、
はい。
の人に共通しているのはみんなミュージシャンなんですね。
はい。
で、みなこさんはピアノ、歌、ギター、クラリネットも。
クラリネットが、はい、一番。
知ってますが、今日のスペシャルゲストは、トロイさんは、尺八をビギナ
ー。Very beginner.
素晴らしい。
Could you tell us about your Shakuhachi story?
Sure. When I was 16 years old, I was an exchange student to Japan. I came from a small town in Nebraska, and I lived in Tokyo in 1985. And I was there 1 year, and I fell in love with the culture, and I learned a little of the language, but it was a long time ago, right? So, 忘れました。日本語。
そうですか。
Besides Shakuhachi, do you play other instruments, Troy-san?
Yes, so I sing and play the piano. I love the ukulele, and I like learning different instruments. And when I was an exchange student in Tokyo, I fell in love with Japanese culture, and I fell in love with the Shakuhachi music. So the Rotary Club gave me as a gift, and tried it, but it's so difficult.
I know.
So that's why he's here today. He heard that we're interviewing the professional Shakuhachi today. That everyone in Japan knows.
Yes.
Hata sensei, Shakuhachi guy. You know, everyone, he's very famous. So we just invited him as a beginner person to learn some techniques and some tips. Yeah, that would be awesome. Thank you. So,
はい、確かに私は愛好家です。Shakuhachi lover. But may not be a professional artist.
So could you, I know that our audience is really dying to see and hear Shakuhachi.
Yes.
So could you play a little bit of Shakuhachi for us, please?
Sure.ではまずお見せします。
お願いします。
尺八はこれです。はい。Just bamboo tree. And you can see this root portion of the bamboo tree. And it is very simple. Nothing else. They just cut and dig out the bamboo tree and put 5 holes. 4 holes on the front and one in the back.
なんか小学校の時リコーダーってありましたよね。リコーダーみたいな。
似てる。そう、
The difference
縦ですよね。
recorder has an airway. So if you put a breath, automatically sound comes out.
Right, right.
And this is also end blow, but there's no such an airway. So you have to make yourself by your lips.
Oh, I see.
That makes it difficult. Just like a flute is like this.
Yes.
But shakuhachi, you can see this is a big hole. And this is the edge. So this edge is important to make the sound.
Interesting.
So by putting this on the lips and make the breathway by myself and make the sound. So this is shakuhachi. It came from China. That is something 7th and 8th century in Japan. Many Buddhist monks went to China to learn Buddhism. And along with the Buddhism, they brought back this shakuhachi too. And in Japan, one time, this shakuhachi was used for the monks. One particular sect called the Fuke sect of Buddhism. And they say, you know, in the Buddhism chanting or meditation, many ways to try to reach enlightenment. But Fuke sect people says, blowing the shakuhachi is as good as meditation or chanting. Yeah, so originally it is very religious. It is called, you know, a religious instrument too.
I have a question. I heard that at some point the shakuhachi could be used as a weapon. Is that correct? Some of these, is that true?
That was Edo era, Edo period. You know, there was a komuso. Komuso is a monk, but originally they are samurai, soldiers. But they lost their master fighting or something. They just left their master and went around. And they belong to Fuke sect. And Fuke sect has a special privilege. That is, they should not show the face.
Oh, yeah.
There's one, you know,
basket.
And they can hide their face. And they could go anywhere in Japan. Go around.
Like free passport.
So there are, you know, some checking point, place to place in Japan. And unless you have some certificate, you couldn't. But they could that.
Interesting.
At the same time, they have some small sword and others. And they were used by shoguns and other daimyos as a spy. And sometimes you must have seen it in the film too. Yes. This was used as a weapon too. Yes.
I did not know that.
It would hurt. I think it would hurt.
Yeah, that would. It's,
So that was Edo period. And after that time, they say that was only for the komuso, not for any other people. But still, there are some people who are learning shakuhachi and enjoying ensemble and others. But at the end of the Edo period and the Meiji period, it was released to all people. And they started.
All right.
Okay. And shakuhachi, there are several types of music. And one is honkyoku, that is only for shakuhachi. Composed for shakuhachi and played by shakuhachi only.
Like a solo.
And other is gaikyoku, that is outside music. That is played with koto, Japanese, and box harp and shamisen. That last time, that guy of the Japan Foundation showed it.
Yes.
Shamisen, 3 strings.
Yes.
And we make an ensemble with sometimes with singing too. And sometimes we play it with some orchestra or jazz. That is some recent trend. So in many ways now it is used. And young musicians and excellent in the accompanying the orchestra or the jazz band too. Yeah. And 7 shakuhachi in different lengths.
Wow.
But there are more, even shorter and others. But shakuhachi, this one is standard shakuhachi. And shakuhachi name comes from the length of the musical instrument. And it is just an 1 8 sun. That is 54 centimeters, almost 1 foot 8 inches. And there is a difference of length. And of course, each shakuhachi makes a different pitch of sound. And I will show you this one, the shortest one. It is 1.5 shakuhachi.
Okay.
And this has a high pitch sound.
Nice.
At the same time, this is the longest,
shakuhachi.
2.1.
Oh.
Longer.
This way, we can play in the same finger play, but in different pitch of sound. So according to the music, sometimes lower, sometimes higher. And I also play or accompany to the minyo singer, Japanese folk song singers. And in their case, the sound pitch is different from person to person. Generally, ladies in a higher pitch and the men in lower pitch. So we just choose the length of the shakuhachi and accompany them. So in this way, we play. So
you know, one thing I noticed, one thing I noticed, like, やっぱり顔もね、声でやんなきゃダメで、顔も尺八プレイヤーって顔がやっぱりこういう感じ。
渋い、なんか
こういう
クラシックと違う。
声ってクラリネットとかみたいにできないですよね。やっぱり顔が目を閉じなきゃいけないですよ、こうやって。こうやって中に入ってる。
先生からはあまり表情を変えないで普通に、できるだけ普通に普通に言われるんですけれども。
でも多分吹くとこはこういう感じだから、だから顔が自然にってなっちゃうんでしょうね、こうやって。
どうですか。そうですね。穴が5つしかないので、これでいろんな音を出すのは結構大変なんですね。この5つの穴で、例えば、ウエスタンミュージックのスケールができるんですね。
はい。
これをどうやってやるかっていうと、一つはこのホールを時々はhalfly open、で sometimes 1/3 open、and sometimes half of the both holes closed by fingers.
So difficult.
This is one way, and another way is just change the angle.
Yeah.
The same angle. If I play in this way, male, then it came lower and karu. In this way, then it became higher, like this.
That's just by shifting your
angle of the chin.
Like this, right?
なんか本当にもうホールステップぐらい変わりますよね。
You know, that's so interesting because like Western music, if it's piano C is always C, no matter what, you know, how you play it,
press
C,
the button.
C. But with instrument like this, there's such a there's a room between one note to another. It's like a different scale that you can create.
Different nuance.
Great.
Can I show a picture of the of some shakuhachi music?
Yes, please.
Yes, let's see it. What does it look like, Troy-san?
This is a basic book that you can get, but here's a picture of the keys with the Japanese pronunciation and how you finger. These are very basic, beginners, right? And then maybe this is what some Japanese music looks like in the shakuhachi, which is very different. And I'm sure, Hata Sensei, you have some music around. You could show us maybe on your screen what it looks like also, because it looks very different.
It's very different, huh?
Yeah, it looks very complicated.
So my question is, Hata Sensei, so like someone like Troy or someone, the viewers might be interested in learning shakuhachi. What kind of advice or tips would you give it to someone new to shakuhachi?
When I just started, one of my friends also joined. But then the first thing, making sound is very tough and difficult. And in my case, and for the first lesson for 2 hours, I just
for 2 hours. Just like pass out.
Yes.
But then gradually, some sounds starting to come and some sound come. But still, I cannot make them very clear and nice sound that I long for. But that friend couldn't make the sound and he gave up. It was very sad. So I think as long as I see, almost everybody can play that, make the sound. So we should not give up. We just continue, then you'll get the sound. Then next thing is, it is a little bit different from the Western music. So listen to that shakuhachi music by CD and YouTube, I think. Then your ears get accustomed with those kind of songs, and I think you'll like it. Then you can continue it.
Great.
That's great advice.
And then, to me, the shakuhachi sounds is so very like Japanese, right? So if you hear just one note shakuhachi, then you just
takes you to Japan.
Yeah, it takes you to Japan and really
yes.
So that feeling of it, it's such a traditional.
Something very, very special. So whenever in the music shakuhachi sound comes, we can recognize, oh, that is shakuhachi.
But at the same time, do you see sometimes overuse of shakuhachi? Like Hollywood movies, there's that Asian person comes in, there's a shakuhachi sound comes in. It's like
stereotype ninja.
That's
shakuhachi is used in the films and others as sound effects.
Yes.
Yeah, because it is very simple, but it can also make a variety of sounds. So like this.
Wow, mysterious.
It's great.
Nice.
Yeah, thank you. And then,
and
shakuhachi seems like it's really portable. You can carry to places and outside and inside. I think it's really portable. That's something.
Take apart.
Yeah.
You don't have to buy reeds or buy new strings, or you don't have to tune it like a piano.
Put it in a little box like this and
portable.
Fold it away, right? Yeah.
That's approachable, I think. Yeah. Except, it sounds like Hata Sensei mentioned, like it takes time to make that initial sound. But the pros is that once you get the sound going and you can play, and you can carry it to places that you can jam with other musicians, and you can bring Japan instantly to, you know, everywhere.
To the party.
To the party.
The world.
Yeah, really nice.
That's amazing.
That's wonderful.
Wonderful. So to you, Hata sensei, if you have to describe shakuhachi in one word, you know, what is shakuhachi to you?
Shakuhachi for me, it is a kind of healer. It heals me a lot. When I'm exhausted and tired, just blow shakuhachi, give me some new energy. Yeah. And just in blowing and remember something like this.
That's beautiful.
But at the same time, this healer is sometimes very tough guy to deal with. Yeah.
That's deep. That's deep.
And that is a kind of challenging too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you feel like when you play shakuhachi, it's not, it's more like you facing your own self. Like you feel, do you feel like the toughness of making a sound and also, yet it kind of heals you, the healing part of it. It's kind of, they go hand in hand together, even though it's difficult at times, but then at the end you feel like you or somehow healed and helped, you know.
Okay.
Some satisfaction, huh?
Yeah, that's beautiful.
That's cool.
Yeah.
I forgot one thing. So Kamimura sensei and Hata sensei, how do you guys know each other?
Oh, that's a very good question.
We went to India together?
We did that. That's because I'm your daughter.
He's your dad. Oh my God.
He's my dad. And
yes,
he's my 誇りの父です。自慢の父です。
Of course. Did you guys play music together as a family?
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So I started clarinet because he played it, and so and we've enjoyed playing clarinet duets together.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Sometimes at church we play.
Oh.
Yeah. He's played shakuhachi at my church. Music is great. You can just continue to share it, you know.
To be able to play anything, it does take a little bit of an effort and determination. Just like anything else, I guess.
Like learning a language.
Yes.
And actually, so Hata sensei, my dad, he's not just a shakuhachi aikoka, he was also a Japanese language teacher.
Oh, wow.
Teaching in India, teaching Japanese in India. How many years did you do that for, Dad?
In India, 7 years, almost 10 years.
Wow.
Yeah, I taught at the Bangalore University for 7 years.
Okay.
That was my first career of teaching Japanese after I studied how to teach Japanese language. And recently I taught at one school, private school from the KG to 12th. And I taught in Japanese at an elementary, primary, and secondary level of students.
Great.
And always I'm teaching Japanese in my family.
Yeah. So as a father, what do you think about your daughter, Minako, teaching Japanese?
I'm listening.
Yeah. For a father, if a kid and daughter or son just follow my career, it is something special. And actually, Minako is twin sisters, twin daughters for me. And somehow she just follow my clarinet and Japanese language. And recently, she studied in Shakuhachi in the way. Of course, another daughter is also my beloved daughter, but she's just different.
Right. So yes, thank you so much for your time today. And I know are you inspired to?
I am. Ganbarimasu.
Ganbatte kudasai.
I'll pick it up again.
I know some guy in Japan studying shakuhachi at the age of 80.
Oh, good. So there is hope.
Yeah,
we're early.
It's very encouraging for me.
But does he know he's playing shakuhachi?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm kidding. I'm gonna cut that one. Yeah, that's. But that is to show that you can start anytime, huh?
That's right.
Yes.
That's great.
Thank you very much for your lesson and your information today.
Yeah.
Thank you.
ありがとうございました。
ありがとうございます。
またよろしくお願いします。
こちらこそよろしくお願いします。日本語を勉強している皆さん、日本の勉強どうですか？絶好調。いいですね。頑張ってください。難しい。もうやめたい。ちょっと困りましたね。でも大丈夫。皆さんは何が面白くて日本語を勉強してるのかな？アニメ、漫画、コスプレ？面白いですよね。J-POP、映画、テレビドラマ。いいですね。日本画、邦楽、尺八？素晴らしい。何でもいいです。何か好きなことを楽しみながら日本語も続けてください。日本語を勉強すると皆さんの興味がますます深く面白くなります。Learning Japanese will definitely make your interest deeper and stronger. Therefore, even if it is very hard or boring, please don't give up Japanese study. Through my own experience, I know learning other language and culture is a wonderful thing. And I do appreciate you are learning Japanese. So, I wish you all the best. だから諦めないでください。そして頑張ってください。
So, wow.
Hi, wow.
これなんか渋い方ですね。
Shakuhachi. Yeah, we don't hear shakuhachi sounds like live very often.
So what did you
think? It's a treat.
Oh, it's wonderful. You could tell that he has found his love of music through that instrument. It like matches his temperament, like his personality. What little I know, it's big-hearted and he's very present and very kind and soulful. You know?
Oh, thank you. Yeah, I think you're right. I think it really fits who he is. Yes, of course, he played clarinet for many years as a kid and stuff, but I think he really fell in love with the shakuhachi, and I'm glad he was able to, find it and still play it.
Yeah, you can tell his excitement for it too. Brings out this enthusiasm and joy.
Yeah, and musically, I thought it was really interesting. It was such a simple instrument, a basic, it's a bamboo stick with 5 holes, right?
Basically.
Correct.
Yet his music is just so rich. Not just the sound is rich, because it's so many different tonalities and just the nuance and colors of the sound that when your mouth, lips, touches the bamboo, and then
that's it.
So, what do you think? Having a family as the guest.
Thank you for indulging me, and I love my dad, and it was an honor to have my dad as a guest for this. So thank you.
Something to keep forever.
Yes. We saw him in you, so that was totally such a privilege to get to know him through his music and through the conversation. Thank you so much for having him.
Of course. Okay.
Yeah. All right.
Well, let's do this again. Thank you.
Yeah. Artist, irashai. Until next time. Okay. Stay safe. Bye.
Okay.